this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and I bring you projects and paper crafts for you to make using Stampin' Up products and hopefully inspire you to make your own projects. This is our project today. I put this card on my blog a few days ago. It was made after seeing a pin on Pinterest, but of course I have so many things pinned on Pinterest that I can never find when I go back to look for them to give them credit. So if this was your project, I apologise. I would like to give you credit, so get in touch and I could add it onto the blog post and onto the video notes below. But anyway, this is the card. I made a thank you card with this one, with the Playful Alphabet and some really nice bright colours. Today I'm going to make a birthday card, and I have already die cut all my letters from with the Playful Alphabet, and I'm going for my favourite combination today of Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Pacific Point and Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. I love these colours together, and as you can see I have already I've die cut them all. I've cut 4 of each of these letters, and then I've glued them together to make them really thick. I didn't want to put foam behind them, and so I've just made them really thick and chunky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did. So I've done them all apart from the H for happy. So I'm just going to take my Tombow, put some glue on the back here, take my cocktail stick. Might be a little bit too much glue on there, so I can wipe it off and spread it along. And then take one of your dies, your die cuts, and put that on there, and then just slide it and just hold the sides, push the sides, and the liquid glue gives you time to do that. Once you've done one, you can then do another. A little bit fiddly this, but doesn't take too long, and I think it really makes a difference to the finished image, so I think it's worth it. There's another one going on there. Again, line them all up, and then one more. You might be able to get away with 3 if you just wanted to do 3. I liked it when I kind of liked the extra bit that 4 gave me. There we go. It's such a horrible day here today. I think this is going out on Sunday, and today is Saturday, and it has been an atrocious day, but I know we haven't had the worst of it. I know Scotland and the northeast coast have had an awful lot worse than us, and it's bad enough here. It's cold and dark and windy and rainy. Haven't had any snow, but it's very cold. Right, there we go. There's all my letters. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my piece of half a sheet of basic black, half an A4 sheet. So it measures 15, I hope. There we go, yeah, measures 15, and I'm going to score it at 10.5 to give me my card blank. And then just take my bone folder, make myself a nice crisp card blank, and then I'm just going to do the little bit of stamping and embossing that we need to do. So I've got another piece of cardstock here, and I've got a stamp from In Bloom. I've got this happy birthday stamp. All I'm going to need is the birthday, which is partly the reason why I'm doing it on a piece of cardstock and not straight onto the card, because I only want part of this stamp. I know I could mask before anybody says. I know there are ways to do it, but I prefer to do this way. Right, that's my embossing buddy, just taking off any stickiness. And then I need my, oh, excuse me, need my Versamark, which I forgot to get out. So I only need to stamp up the birthday. Might overlap a little bit with the happy, but that's all right because we're going to cut it out. There we go. And then I just need my white embossing powder. Like so. There we are. And then we're just going to heat emboss that, and then afterwards I'm going to trim it. Got my heat gun here. Just turn it on for a minute, let it heat up so that it gets warm and doesn't blow the embossing powder off before it's warm enough. There we go. And then let's just wait for the magic to happen. Hope you can hear my voice over this. I know it's very noisy. There you are, it's just going. You get such a lovely, lovely, crisp white image doing this on black. I love it, I love the effect. And there we are. There we go. And then I'm just going to take my little trimmer. You can do this on your big trimmer as well. I think it's slightly easier on this one, but I am aware that not everybody has this one. I was very lucky and I did get one when they were in stock, but they haven't been in stock. I don't think they're coming back. This was one of the really great joining offers we had at one stage, was that if you joined you got this trimmer as well as other things. There we go, and then just trim that off there, and that's going to go in our card in a minute, but we'll keep that somewhere safe. And we will do the other bit of our card, which is, now I've cut 5 stripes of paper, 5 strips of paper in Highland Heather, Coastal Cabana, Gorgeous Grape, Pacific Point, and Bermuda Bay. And so now we're going to stick these onto the ends here. So the now on this one, I cut out the middle of the A, but I'm not sure I needed to do that, so I'm not going to do that this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my P, a little bit of Tombow again, take my cocktail stick, smooth it out and take off any excess, because it's going to really spoil the look. You can really see glue on the black if you get any excess. And we're just going to stick that at the bottom of that strip, like so. And then we're going to take the A and do the same. Like I said, I did trim the A. You could do that. What I just did was I just cut a V up here so that it you've got a hole where on the A, but I decided I wasn't sure you needed that, because although the other letters haven't got holes in them, they have got, you know, bits that go into the colour, and it didn't really matter. There we go, there's my A. Do another P, and then it's just a case of arranging. Got the wrong glue, use the right glue, put it there so I remember. The other glue is my quilling glue, which is not quite the right sort of glue that I need for this. Right there. And then the H. This is probably the widest one, the H. It goes, the longest bit's going up and the smallest bit's going down on the H, just in case you're interested. And then the Y. And then we can start putting our card together. Alright, so I hope you've all been keeping warm today. It's horrible weather. It seems to be all doom and gloom on the news at the moment. I was just listening to the news, and there's all stuff about the new variant and all stuff about those poor people drowning the other day. Just seems to be an awful lot of bad news at the moment. Right, I'm going to measure my card. It measures just short of 15 actually. It measures 14.8, so I'm going to put a mark at 7.4. Actually, I need my glasses on. Working in this black, I do need my reading glass. Right, there's a mark. So I know that my middle P needs to go there. So what order am I going to do the P's? Am I going to do that order? Yeah, I think so. It's going to be the blue one that goes in the middle. So that's going to go there. So I'm going to trim this off here. And I'm going to glue this. So that's central. So when I did the thanks, I had to do made a mark in the middle and then did one either side of it because there was an even number of letters. This one's got an odd number, so it's slightly easier to just find the middle of your cardstock, and that's going there like so. And I'm just gonna, so I've only got 5 letters this time, I'm just going to make sure the spacing, where do we need to put them? Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Yep, that work like that? I think so. So let's do the A next. I will trim these off properly at the top there in a minute when I've finished gluing them all down. So I wonder if you're all having a nice Sunday. We had a very quiet weekend this weekend, although I'm desperately trying to get my Christmas shopping done so that I can relax a bit. I've got all 3 children and their partners coming home for Christmas this year, which will be wonderful. So we had such a dreadful time last year because we couldn't socialise with anyone. So it will be lovely to have them all here, but we have a lot of eating. I'm not going to say fads, but I've got one daughter who's vegan, well, he's not quite a son-in-law yet. They were due to get married, but her fiance is vegetarian. My other daughter is celiac and vegetarian. And then I've got my son and my other daughter's boyfriend, who are both meat eaters, and me and my husband. So we've got quite a combination. I've got to make sure everything is gluten, well, whatever Annie eats is gluten-free, because that's not a choice. That's a medical problem. If she eats gluten, she would be very ill. So I need to make sure that things are gluten-free, which is a bit problematical. It's not problematical, but it just means you have to buy special things that are a bit more expensive than others. But at least you can get them. I shouldn't complain, because I think it's a lot easier to be celiac these days than it would have been 20 years ago. There are things in the shop. I managed to get a gluten-free Christmas pudding, and I've got gluten-free Yorkshire puddings. So we're doing all right so far. Should we go up or down? I think we might go down a little bit. There we go. And the last one. There. Some glue left on here that I'm just going to use up. Frugal crafter, don't waste anything. That's just enough glue for us to use there. There we go. And this one, what did I say, going down? Oh, no, what did I say? It's going up. Must have done. Cut it off there now. There. Love these colours. There. And then you can just go back and trim off the ends here. There we go. And then we just need to take our birthday. I'm going to put that down there. This would make a nice man's card, actually. This would be right nice for a man. Might swap out the purple. Right, for dimensionals, I'm actually going to use, which I haven't used much before, black dimensionals, which we have in our catalogue, because I think they'll hide. This one, I did just keep catching glimpses of the white, so I thought I'd use black ones on this. You can see I haven't used this pack before. There we go. So these are very useful when you're working with black card, because they will stay invisible, which is quite nice. There, I'm using 3 full ones on there because I don't want it to bend in the middle. And then all I'm going to do after I've done this, so let's just position that about there. Happy birthday. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue a white panel inside, just because you can't write on black card. Oh gosh, that's because I filled it, I dampened my sponge before I came on camera, and it just sucks some of it up sometimes. It's all right to squeeze it out, get rid of it. There you go. I like to keep my Tombow in a jar with a little bit of damp cotton wool in the bottom, and then it means it's always ready. The tip doesn't clog up, and it's always the right way up to use. But it does mean that I have to dampen the cotton wool every so often, and when I do that, sometimes it just sucks it up a little bit of the water. Probably put too much water in it, to be honest. There we go, and we're done. So there we go. We've got the rainbow one, thanks, and the happy birthday one, just happy. So I hope you like my cards today. All the details will be below. You can go and look at it on my, go and see the photos on my blog. You can click through to my online shop to buy anything that you might need. Like I said, I used the Playful Alphabet dies, which are these. I didn't show you. They're lovely. These are really, these are a must-have from the catalogue at the moment. They're so useful. I use them all the time. And they'll stay in my forever collection. Some of my retired stuff I sell, but those I won't be selling. So go and have a look at those. That's basically, you probably maybe have a birthday stamp or something you can add to thanks in your collection already. But yeah, that's me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, just before I go, if you're ordering in November, I know there's only a couple of days of November left, but if you are ordering from my online shop, please use this code. What it means is your order will go towards a workshop code then, and all those orders add together, which means I earn Stampin' Rewards, and then I then split the Stampin' Rewards and send you a product gift next month to the value of all the Stampin' Rewards. So sometimes we get a lot, sometimes we only get a little, but whatever it is, it's a freebie. What's not to like about that? Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. Bye.